movie.
Yeah, so today
He's got to get up there. Oh, yeah, well.
Today we're going to be watching Matrix Reloaded.
Why'd you go to scenes?
Because if I hit play,
Oh, yeah.
it'll just go to the part where it left off.
Oh, you're right.
Bastards.
Trinity's in.
Trinity's in. Upgrades.
Zion.
Homecomings. Do we need the commentary or no?
No, we're
yeah, let's make up our own.
We're making our own
Is it
commentary.
recording right now?
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Actually,
good.
it is.
All right, well, excellent.
So I'm a little more than halfway through my energy drink. The other fellas
already done.
I'm theirs.
I'm just starting mine because I've been taking care of it.
There's pineapple rum to come soon.
I thought it was coconut.
I don't know.
Maybe a little later.
Oh,
Depending if we need it.
I'm starting to like get a little dizzy for my energy drink. Anyone else feeling that?
I'm immune.
That's what you get for chugging.
I'm perfectly fine.
So how excited were we to see this movie when it first came out?
If you recall, don't you remember, Frank? Me, you, and Nick, and Matt
I was
Corso.
pretty damn excited.
Oh, yeah,
We went to the night it came open, and my dad waited in the lobby because it was rated R, just to make sure we got in. Because I was 16 still.
I was pretty damn excited.
And then remember we snuck in with that family of little kids?
Yeah, because the first one was amazing.
Yeah.
The first one was amazing.
And then we waited like 4 years, and then this one came out.
Like this intro just gave me goosebumps. I was like,
Oh, dude,
man.
when you first see the things falling down, it's like, oh my god.
Like this part is like nothing can stop this movie
No.
from being sweet.
True story, when we were getting in, me, Nick, and Frank, and Matt Corto were going in to see the movie, right? And my dad's standing there, and I'm still 16, and Nick was 17.
And it's rated R.
Nick was 17, weren't
We
you?
were still 16. We were
still
going
16.
to see it at the Gallery Mall, but one person we went with was still 16, so we had to go to Flicks later that night.
We went to
Two
Regal.
of the 4 people we saw it with hated it.
We went to Regal, and we're all standing there in line, and you see the cops at the door checking IDs, and he's like, so Nick and Matt Corto are 17, so they're older. Me and Frank are. My dad's waiting to give us the okay or something, but then suddenly we go up to the theater door, and there's like the cops asking us for IDs. He asks Nick.
Guy just says, nah,
He asks Nick and Matt, and then
See, that's how you start.
then this dad walks up with like 20 10-year-olds, like a soccer team. And me and Frank are standing next to the kids, and the cop looks at all the kids and me and Frank and goes, "Are you responsible for all these kids?" And the guy looks at me and Frank, and we go,
Yes.
He goes, "Yeah, they're with me."
That's excellent.
So I'd like to thank that guy for letting us see this movie for the first time.
This is a really good commentary, actually.
And then
This is
after,
just stories.
I
We're not
know.
commenting yet.
and then
It's
afterwards,
good,
and then
it's all
afterwards,
right.
remember me, you, Nick, and Matt cross Transit Road against the light.
That right there was pretty sweet.
I know. This
then
When I
we
first
listened
saw this part, I was like, holy crap.
it's like, oh man,
this is nuts.
it's like this is what this movie is.
I think this
to
one's
offer.
definitely the best looking out of the three.
Definitely.
It is.
However, I'm not sure which of the two has less plot, but this one's definitely the best looking.
This one definitely doesn't have much
No,
as a plot.
since we've seen all three,
I can
we're
sum up
doing
the
this
plot
one.
in like one sentence.
Neo
go to-
does stuff.
Neo goes to the Oracle, tells them to get the key guy, and once they do that, they go to the architect, who gives them the "you are the 6th dude and everyone's gonna die" thing.
That's it. 2
That
hours.
is it.
The sweetest part is when the French guy gives the girl a cake.
Insert crazy fights and car
That
chases
part.
as needed to fill the plot.
We're supposed to be commenting on what's going on now, not what happens later in the movie.
No, it's alright to do that, because remember those preludes we're talking about
Yeah,
Lord of the Rings?
We're reminiscing.
So we can do whatever
We're
we want.
reminiscing.
But
I mean, it's the beginning. We're just reminiscing.
We're missing this sweet part of the
We're
world.
having little squabbles.
Oh, when
It's
she
so-
gets shot in the heart.
The first time I saw that, the guy behind me went, "Shut down." It was so fun.
I remember when they showed her face, I remember me going, she's not hot anymore. What happened?
I don't know, she was so much better looking than the first one.
She was. Now she's like anorexic. And why are those things still in her arm? They
I
definitely
know,
took.
they took those out in the first
They
one.
definitely took those out in the first one.
At least they took them out of Neo.
Yeah, because Neo doesn't have them.
Because if you look at his neck right now, there's nothing there.
Yeah, Neo definitely doesn't have them.
But
They
later,
fight
Different
during the
than
sex
the
scene,
third
you might see.
yeah,
I'm
they
curious.
They did. They weren't thinking. Not at
They
all.
fucked up a lot.
Stupid Wachowski Brothers.
You gotta give them credit. They're just two nerds who said, let's make a sweet
And
action.
you can tell they're nerds just by the whole...
Well, do you know the original Matrix was originally supposed to be a comic book?
Yeah,
Right?
I heard about that.
Yeah. Which would have been intense.
It would work as a comic book, because if you wanted to, you can make like one of those never-ending stories.
Yeah.
That'd be a really good comic book, actually.
It should have been a comic book. Then they could have made a crappy comic book movie.
So now we
Yeah,
got this.
like Spawn.
Blade
Punisher.
Trinity. Blade Trinity.
So now we got this
Yes.
new character. We don't know nothing about him.
This
Just-
dude that they
Like,
never really
just
Some
sort of-
random person they throw in
Link.
there.
he just
That's
sort
my
of-
favorite part of the Matrix sequels. They got a bunch of people, they never tell you who they are, but you're expected to know who they are.
And you're supposed to care when they die.
It's like, who are
Like
you?
that random dyke in the third one.
I don't think I cared when anybody in this movie died.
I could have cared less when Trinity died.
I would have
by the
cared
end
if
of the third
Trinity hadn't taken an hour and a half to die.
I think
Like in the first
I
one,
think-
you had all those people
yeah.
on that ship. They all died, but did
Yeah.
anybody care?
No.
I kind of cared. I was like, well, that one dude lost his brother. Remember
Yeah.
Tank and Diesel?
See, but their deaths were
Diesel,
quick
I
and
think it was
effective.
Tank and Dozer.
And like when
Tank and
and,
Dozer,
like,
they
when,
were
when
right.
Neo got shot, he just took it like a man.
You were
No real
like,
speech
oh,
for
it
him.
sucks. And then,
Actually, the first one had way more suspense than the other ones.
yeah.
Like at the end when he got shot the first time, it's like, no way.
There was suspense when
Damn,
Cypher
man,
was
shit,
like
popcorn?
waiting to kill
Yeah.
Neo, and he's like
Yeah.
10, 9.
I was
the other
like,
one.
oh,
Get
man.
the other
It's like, you want to see if he's
This
really
movie
the
did
one?
not have a single part like that in it.
Like, I was like, oh, dude, you better not shoot him. But then realizing there was probably like another hour worth of movie,
Yeah. And there's no real conflict
You always-
resolved at the time.
you always got to think about that.
Yeah.
It's like, will he die? Probably not. This movie's 90 minutes long. It's only been a half hour.
So I honestly think it was a good idea to do that little quick intro with all the action. That way it leaves the audience thinking, hey, there's got to be something sweet coming. After
yeah.
this hour of nothing.
Yeah, yeah,
You
you're
know, the
right.
whole Zion introduction where they have like
The cave,
dialogue
the
from,
cave
like-
rave.
and, like the
Oh,
dialogue
man,
between like
crazy
Morpheus
sex
and the
rave in
council
the cave.
guys. It's like from Babylon 5 or something.
Babylon. It's like Andromeda.
It's like we need ships to recharge for 5 hours due to the PKE readings. I'm like, I am not watching Andromeda.
See, even with this, nobody knew what was going on.
It's like,
you're
who's
running-
Niobe?
The random meeting in
Unless
the
you're one of
sewer.
those nerds who saw
Yeah.
Final Flight of the Osiris, like I did.
I never saw it, and I said, what is going on?
I saw it after Reload. I'm like, oh, so that's what happens.
I was like, so are they developing a plot without telling us?
It's like, oh,
This
you
is where the
missed.
game comes into play, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also played through the game to see all the hidden footage. There's like an hour of it, but none of it's really that exciting.
No,
It's just
really-
kind of these.
It's like this kind of stuff, all of it.
It just explains who these people are so that you can care when they do die.
There we go. The
You
cover
But
of
they
the-
don't die, and the Chinese guy doesn't do anything.
Remember when I walked like that down Transit Road and people were beeping at me? I walked with my hands behind my back, crossed
Yeah,
against the
we thought
light.
you were an idiot.
Everyone's like, what is that kid doing? It's like, I'm
Like when
being
we thought we were sweet.
I was like, I'm being sweet. Shut up.
See that one dude with the crazy hair next to Morpheus? That guy right there?
Yeah.
That is my favorite dude there. I wanted to see him kick some ass.
Yeah, I never really cared for the whole Chinese guy kicking ass. Did you see that in any movie nowadays?
You know what was crazy is when the Chinese guy goes after the fight with Neo, he goes, the only way to truly know someone is to fight them. I was like, I don't know, a conversation works pretty well too.
It's a pretty intense
Yeah.
quote,
I
though.
think they just wanted to work some action in that movie.
Yeah, that was a pretty unnecessary fight. When you look back on it,
If you think
Oh,
about
yeah.
it, the test audience was like, man, this is boring. It's nothing but...
maybe you should put a fight scene here. It's
Why
not
would you
just-
have, first of all, why would
Oh,
you
man,
have
who's
a
this
meeting
guy
in the
right here?
sewers when you know that
Agent Smith.
the agents can come and get you? I mean, it's kind of dumb.
Agent Smith is definitely my favorite character in all three
Can't you
movies.
just have a meeting in Zion?
Why don't they just like use IM, like, you know, like you can on computers
Is
now?
there no internet? There's a matrix,
There's a
but
matrix
there's no
where you
internet.
can't use a chat room.
They can't use AOL or something.
They get too many pop-ups when they try to sign on. Are there pop-up ads when you're looking at the Matrix? Like,
Wow.
go to
Oh,
this,
man.
go look at this building to see a hot chick get naked.
Agent
Here's,
Smith
here's the
gotta be-
part that almost got me excited. I was like, there's no way is that Agent Smith. See, I like how they keep repeating what they're doing, so it's like, everybody in the audience got that, the machines are coming, so we're screwed.
So what you're saying is that the machines are coming, right?
It's like
The machines are coming.
machines
How
will be
fast
here
are they
soon
coming?
enough.
36 hours.
He's like, so in
Sure.
36 hours, the machines will breach Zion.
And then a couple times
Right?
more throughout the movie, they have to give you an update. They're like 6 hours, 5 hours, like throughout the movie.
And it's like, well, Neo comes in sooner or later, and we don't really know what he does yet, but he's going to do something sweet.
You know what would have made that car chase sweeter? If Neo was in it. That'd have been way sweeter.
Looking for Neo.
He could be like outrunning cars and stuff. It'd be crazy.
I love how they put this little kid at the door.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, okay,
No, I like how he
And the big black dude with the shotgun.
oh yeah.
Who's the funniest looking dude in the Matrix, I gotta say.
Piss off.
I like how he does it. That's how I answer
Look,
my
right there.
My friend,
Check that dude out.
when certain people come over,
He's
it's
like
like,
Fat Albert.
Hey,
piss off.
hey, hey, I'm in the Matrix.
Is that used?
Yeah, it's like gross. It was in his ear.
Does it have like agent wax on it?
Digital wax.
Do agents pee? And eat
Oh
food?
man, this is cool.
Those dudes run. They're like, I am done.
This is like, oh man, we're gonna see the new Neo fight.
Yeah, I thought this scene would be way more intense if they didn't fill it up with really cheesy techno. Which you'll hear
and
right
really
now.
crappy dialogue too.
Remember in the first one when he got his ass kicked by the agents? Now he's just like, hey, it's up. And in no way did it look, was it that easy in the first one to beat an agent.
See, that's the crappiest dialogue ever.
Upgrade.
Like it was cool in the trailer, but
I
when he
know.
says it in the fight, it's like, shut up.
First time I watched it, I was like, what is he talking about? Like, that's just dumb.
Upgrade. He just kind of caught your hand. That doesn't necessarily mean he's an
I
upgrade.
think they just needed him to say something before he actually got into a fight scene. Did he say anything yet?
Oh,
No.
He said, hiya, fellas.
yeah,
Another really
he was
crappy
talking to
dialogue.
Trinity and he said some filler about, oh, what am I supposed to do?
About
Yeah,
this
but yeah,
crazy dream.
He doesn't have to say that because the audience is already thinking that. That looks cool.
That was kind of unnecessary.
It
Yeah.
was cool watching that.
And it looks cool when he flies away, too.
He's like, well, now that I knocked out these agents, I think I'll just fly.
Where'd the agents go?
I don't know.
The agents...
They were so ashamed they killed themselves.
They took their own life.
Wait,
in
are these
shame.
agents gonna fly too? I don't remember if they do or
No,
not.
that's Agent Smith's. I think
Oh.
he doesn't fly yet.
Agent 1? They show our name tags. Agent Smith 1, 2, 3. Just so you get a rough estimate of how many there actually are.
It's gotta be weird when Agent Smith first cloned himself, like talking to himself, like
Well,
this. It's kind of weird.
He's doing his Superman thing. I want to hear him say it.
Oh yeah, it's right here.
Where is he though? He's doing the Superman thing.
Oh god.
Yeah, it says these lines all around.
She's the animation right
I
here.
know.
It's like
This flying Neo is way faker looking than the one in the third movie, I gotta say.
I could have done better.
doesn't he fly in the first movie too at the
At
end?
the end of
At
it,
the
but,
end, he
but,
sort of
but
flies
you
out.
see the actual guy, like,
Yeah.
so it's not that big looking.
But this dude definitely looks like a puppet.
I like that big gay heart on the wall there.
Yeah.
When I first saw this movie, I knew they had a game coming out, so I'd be looking at the walls trying to find like secret codes and stuff, like in all the graffiti.
Yeah, because
The closest thing I could find is that when he's talking to the Oracle, you see the word "one" spray painted on a wall, but that doesn't. All that does is tell you that he's the one, and we figured that out throughout the whole first movie.
I think they pretty much pounded it down on us in the first movie.
It's like,
Yep.
you may be the one. Am I the one? You will be soon enough.
You might be. I'm not sure. What is this Matrix? Why is this Matrix blue? And why?
That's just a program.
See, why don't they do stuff like this so they don't have to worry about the agents?
Yeah, why don't they go into one
They all
of those?
talk in one of these.
Yeah, like the constructs, like the kung fu place from the first movie. No
What?
agents weren't there.
I know.
Go chill with the woman in the red dress that little kid made.
The second one has more logistical problems than the third one does. Now that I think about it, this is terrible.
I'm about halfway through my energy drink.
I'm almost done.
I'm finished.
I've been done.
I was.
I'm starting to feel pretty cool, actually. It's like, whoa.
I'm feeling nut. It tastes like sweet tarts.
Mhm.
I mean, I can go eat sweet tarts and get sugar out of it. This just made me feel a little fun.
That
I
totally
wonder if like
goes straight to the blood.
I wonder if the people that live in Zion are ever jealous that they can't go in the Matrix.
I would rather live in the Matrix.
If
to
it's
be
like,
honest.
man, I wish I could go in the Matrix. It's like,
Zion's kind of scummy.
like Morpheus probably like, no, you don't, man. You get like cool clothes and you get to eat raw meat. It's crappy.
Yeah, look at the first one. I so would have pulled the cipher, especially because you don't remember not being in the Matrix.
Yeah. Actually, I would be content remembering not being in the Matrix and make it all the sweeter being back
Wait,
in.
there being an awkward and painful period when you're being re-plugged into it, but then you wouldn't remember it because it like never happened.
I'd like to remember it. I just wouldn't remember that being replugged in. I think I remember like escaping
Yeah,
for a
you
while and
would-
being like, this is too crappy.
You would appreciate it more. You'd be
Yeah.
like, oh yeah.
So like, I feel sunlight. Oh, Matrix.
Why is this scene so freaking long?
Landing the ship, they just
Like,
can't.
yeah, like the guys pointed out.
The guy pointed
They
out
have to
yesterday.
show
he's
the
like,
landing.
you gotta make sure people are
And let people know that it's landing.
You can't just assume they're gonna land when they get in there.
yeah.
This whole thing is pointless, really.
Well,
You know what I love about Zion? There's a mayor of Zion.
Wait, that guy who fights all the machines, you see him here. This is all you see of him in this movie.
And then you're expected
Right
to
there.
care.
That's all he does. And you become so attached to him.
I'm just here to keep the peace. I gotta go do
That
some
guy's
stuff.
such an ass.
Hold up, rewind like 30
It's the dude
seconds.
with the butt for a chin.
No, not yet.
You can't rewind for a commentary.
No,
Because the dude just did some horrible acting right there.
it's all horrible acting.
He's like, this dude demands requests or media council, sir.
He's such a
Oh, here
hard
comes
ass.
the kid with the hoop dreams.
The spoon. The little kid that gives Neo a spoon for some reason.
But that little kid was in the Matrix, not
No,
Zion.
that wasn't the same kid.
But he still gives Neo a
No, he
spoon
gives him
for
a
some
spoon.
Later in the movie. No, that's not the.
It's
kid
not
that-
his spoon, but he gives him the spoon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But that kid was in the Matrix, I thought.
Here, we turn it up. You're gonna the kid's running right now. Neo! Oh God, shut up.
Not to turn it up, you just say keep it down.
Is this a subtle commentary on what the directors thought of their fans, this guy here?
Yeah, they never really introduced who this kid is.
There's an animatrix
He's in the
about him, but you
Animatrix.
still don't care about him.
In the animatrix, just
That was like my
annoying
least.
kid.
That was my least favorite of the animatrix.
Although the Animatrix is kind of weird because they show a gravestone for him. Like, it looks like he died.
Yeah.
But then he was
you see him
freed.
waking up like
Thank you, Neo.
he's like, no problem.
He's like, alright.
He's got hoop dreams and he's gone bad.
It's like no kid.
See, if
just
I was
too
them,
little.
I would just make the kid carry everything, and then don't worry about it.
And still tell him he's too little.
Yeah.
Put him down for all it's worth, you know?
He's like, next year I can join a crew. I want to join the Nebuchadnezzar. Neo should look and be like, dude, by the next movie, you are dead. So am I. So is she.
Yeah,
Link, no one cares about you.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's like, kid, did you know the machines are coming?
Link is the sole survivor, actually. Him and Morpheus.
Him and Morpheus. And I think Morpheus would have been the coolest one to die.
Here's the buck, dude.
Can you imagine Morpheus trying to refill his ship? It's like, what happened to the last crew? They were killed by one of the crewmates. What about the one after that? They all died.
They sacrificed themselves to the machines.
Wait, this dude got shot.
None of my crew members even quit, so now it's just me in this ship.
What if Morpheus in the later years becomes like an old hermit living in his ship in some crazy cave, and kids go and find him to learn about the tales of Neo?
It's like the Sandlot when they go to that one dude's house with all the old-timey baseball stuff.
And what if Morpheus has a dog?
Oh man.
How can they didn't free any dogs from the Matrix?
Are there pets in
There's
Zion?
got- there's
Are
gotta
there
be.
animals?
There's gotta be.
You like free the animals just like you free the people?
Do they have meat? Like, do they have livestock and
It always
animals?
made me wonder if they had animals.
Where do they get their food?
You know what I don't
from?
understand? Where do they get oxygen from? Because they have no plant life down there.
And they're like miles underground.
Yeah.
Well, they got those crazy machines that they show. Like
That
they
make
They
air
show
with
something about
water and stuff.
recycling air and crap.
Yeah, that's true.
But still, it's kind of.
Yeah, I'm listening to what they're talking about.
No, they're still talking about nothing right now.
This is just
The
hey,
whole
we're
point was
This is
seeing
where you see
about-
my least favorite part of the movie when the black guy is introduced to his family. That is so. I hate that.
so just stupid.
Like you would see nothing that gay in the first
Oh,
movie.
this is the part where they actually show Zion for the first time. Now, when I first saw The Matrix,
It's
never
not what I
realized-
pictured it like.
I thought
at all.
Zion would be like a really sophisticated city underground.
no, I actually pictured it as just a goddamn dump and like
Yeah. This
a
is
couple
like.
of cardboard boxes. But this is
like
really
this
big.
is like Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, this thing is huge.
I was
like,
I was
wow.
expecting like, you know, like when they show the brief glimpse of the city and it's all like war torn stuff. I imagine
Yeah.
like that, but people living like in the sewers of that,
Yeah,
like with
in,
the trash
yeah,
cans full of
I
fire
agree
and
with
stuff,
that one.
and they're all wearing hobo clothes.
You know what I didn't
I
like?
imagine that.
You know what I don't like about
Yeah, and they'll
Zion?
have a bunch of gun towers or something. I imagine something like that.
You know what I didn't like about Zion is that Zion was like a giant cruise ship. Because everyone has to go to this rave in the cave thing, and there's like loudspeakers that everyone get to the curb.
I know.
And they're like,
can you, if you want to, can you not go to the cave rave?
you allowed to stay home? Because these things are always. Well, obviously you can, because Neo and Trinity got it on during it.
True.
Oh, here's this guy that I can't take seriously.
But
The
I mean,
butt.
you look at him, it's like
that is such a butt
It's like
change.
maybe if you didn't have an ass for a
it's like he
chin.
tries to talk and be all cool and everything, but it's like whenever I see him talk, it's just
about you, Captain?
he's got an ass for a chin.
It's like I'd walk up to him and be like, "You want me to take you seriously? Put this band-aid on your chin."
That's why they never show him on the screen for more than about 4 seconds.
Kind of like Monica
Yeah.
Bellucci. Although in this one she's on for a while, so we get to see her
Yeah.
boobs more. Although she's not wearing the revealing outfit.
She is so much higher than Trinity. It's like ridiculous.
It's like, we can't have two hot chicks in this movie. They're like, Trinity, I'm afraid you'll have to go anorexic. She's like, not again.
It's like, try to look a little doodlier. Can you do that for us? You're like a guy haircut. She's like, I'll work on it.
2 seconds for him.
I do not believe it to be a matter of hope. It is simply a matter
Morpheus is just trying to sound cool now. He's like,
Yeah. See, in the first one, he was actually kind of cool.
Do you assume?
He's like mysterious and stuff.
Because, you know, he thought he knew what he was talking about. Then he got the one, and it's like, well...
Now what's he gonna do?
Now what do I
probably?
probably-
He used to be the big deal. Like,
oh my
Pointless
God.
makeout scene. We all know they love each other.
I think
It's like,
you know what? This commentary is actually really insightful. My energy drink is done.
Alright. I'm trying to listen to him. Where's this dialogue?
We can put subtitles on.
Yeah.
Well, the subtitles will actually look like good writing, but you won't be able to hear the crappy delivery. Oh, there's little kids.
Why?
Why are there bum